EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, longtime foes square off in the NFC East as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A good position to be in here, second and inches. Here's Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. 7 yards there and a first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
First down, Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And again, it's Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Solid finish to a solid opening drive, and that's the threat that he represents. He can take off and score on you.
What he makes it is 11-on-11 football, because a lot of the times the quarterback isn't much of a runner, so you don't have to account for him. Well, you do with him, and now he actually gets a lead blocker instead, and he's able to cash that one in.
So they went for two and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 34. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Six nothing our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. On the handoff, this is Swift. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run here with Swift. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Second down and 6 now. A carry here for the big tight end. 7 yards there and a first down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Swift. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are an extra point away from capturing the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Elliott good with a PAT. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott rolling to his right. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage. Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. Touchdown! A.J. Brown, 39 yards. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Forced out to his left. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Final play of the half. Prescott. Over the middle. Hauled in by Lamb. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Man open left side is Brown. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Flushed out right.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its face.
I know you don't think so, but this game is over.
But they practiced for this.
I actually figured it out.
Camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be.
He was nice with CeeDee Lamb at first, but then I figured out what to do with him.
Trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw here.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll set up a throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. Looking to throw. Complete. Smith has it.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
76 yards on the ground here for Swift. He's got a 1st down as well.
He'll look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now it's Swift. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll run again.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One last shot now for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So fly Eagles